In the next few minutes, you're going to learn the little-known secret to making a great tasting pizza. And I'm telling you, this secret goes beyond the sauce, the toppings, and all the ingredients in your pizza dough recipe. This secret is simple, it costs nothing, and it's completely obvious once you hear it. Now, I know I've got two audiences here. If you're looking to make a great pizza at home, you're about to learn what a lot of the high-end pizzerias do to come up with that kind of knock-your-socks-off pizza crust that tastes so fucking amazing. Oops. And if you own a pizzeria, you're going to learn the importance of taking your audience behind the curtain and showing them the extra care and the extra steps you take that separates your pizzeria from all the fast food crap out there. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Kamron Karington, and I made a phone call one day to get tickets to the Rolling Stones. And it turns out the guy had lousy tickets, but then he said the weirdest thing. He said, "You wouldn't want to buy my pizzeria, would you?" Huh? Now, I, of course, said no, but then I said, well, where is it? And I kind of left it at that. But I was intrigued, so that night I went there, and I ordered a couple of pizzas to see what this was all about. And I'm telling you, the very first bite, it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I knew from that first bite, not the second, not the third, but the very first bite, that I was going to buy this pizzeria. Why? Because in the past, I'd always just eaten the toppings off the pizza with a fork because the crust always tasted like crap. You know what I mean? Yeah, that fast food junk. But I'm telling you, this pizza crust, man, it was way different from anything I'd ever experienced before. It had flavor. It was crispy. I loved chewing on it. It wasn't just something to put the toppings and the sauce on, but an indispensable part of the pizza. So I bought the place. And I increased the sales of that pizzeria by over 1,000% over the next 3 years. Anyway, let's get out of here and get back to my house and into the kitchen, okay? Now, Kim and Nancy have eagerly agreed to help me, so let's dust off the original recipe that I've still got on this yellow line sheet of paper and reveal the secret that's going to transform your pizza crust from ho-hum to yum-yum. Hey, that rhymed. Let's make some dough. So we got all the usual ingredients here. We got water, flour, sugar, salt, garlic powder, 100% pure virgin olive oil, and yeast. Now listen, I'm using live yeast, just like back in the day. All right, so we're getting everything mixed up here. Starting to look good, looking good. And of course, check out this excellent technique. Ah, what a beautiful dough ball. And now, into the fridge. Now the secret to a delicious pizza crust has little to do with what we just did. Ingredients? They're pretty much all the same on all the recipes, right? But it has everything to do with what we do now. So watch carefully and see if you can spot what you already instinctively know.
Got it.
So here we go. We're going to throw some pesto on here, cheese, some sausage, and some artichoke hearts, a little bit of feta, and see what we have. Now I'll tell you, I haven't made a pizza at home in a long time, but you know what? This is just as delicious as the first time I had it at Wasatch Pizza. So what's the secret to an award-winning pizza crust? Time. I know. Anybody can mix all this stuff together and get something that rises and turns brown. But does it taste good? It tastes average. I mean, think about it. You don't just mix hops and barley, yeast, sugar, and water, throw it in a mixer, and call it beer. You could, but it's going to taste like shit water. Time creates the taste. Just like the most expensive wines, cheeses, craft beers, cognacs, and scotch. The yeast and sugar require time to interact, ferment, develop that complexity, and impart those nuances throughout the dough. In just 2 years after I bought Wasatch Pizza, we were voted best pizza in Salt Lake City. Hoo-ha! So there you have it. If you're making pizza at home, use whatever dough recipe you want, but give your dough some time. 3 or 4 days in the fridge. Let your nose guide you a little bit. You'll smell the fermentation. And if you own a pizzeria, this is what's called a unique selling proposition. And it's that special thing that separates you from your competitors. Something your customers need to know. Here's an example straight out of my book, Gun to the Head Marketing. So why is our dough so crispy and chewy? Well, a lot of fast food pizza places claim dough made fresh daily. So what? Great tasting dough requires time to develop a complex flavor. Like beer or fine wine, time is needed so the yeast can ferment and impart character to the dough. So what we did there is we used beer and wine as our anchors because everybody knows aging is required to develop a great flavor. So instead of blathering on and on about the why, we just connect it to the known. Tell you what, I'm going to pop a link in the description down there to help you tell your story, okay? Listen, if you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up down there. It would mean a lot to me. And if you're not already subscribed, do that now. That way, when I've got some fresh tips for you, you're going to be the first to know. As usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.